Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy and welcome back to another episode of Roommates. So I figured out what I did wrong and I fixed it, and so now we are going to jump right back in. So we are at the beginning of spring break again, so let's go. Alright, it is week 16, Monday. I gotta wait till Saturday. So honestly, we've already seen all this, so I am just going to skip through until we get to where we need to be. Yeah, this is where we all pick our rooms. You always tease me. Not that I don't like it. Isabella smiles at me and reaches out a hand to tussle my hair. Oh yeah, I already picked that before, didn't I? Alright, week 16, Wednesday? No. This is not what I need. They're butts, though. Okay, skip. Right, so now we're on Dominic and Rakesh's, side. Right. So I think I won last time just by serving it to Sally. Yeah, we got a point. Set it for one of our teammates. Serve it to Sally again. Yeah! Okay, so we won. Alright, week 16, Saturday. Here we go. The last 2 days have been incredible. I've been hanging out with my friends on and off the beach. This has probably been the best vacation of my life. Quiet time to read, the gentle lapping waves, laughter of friends. I can hardly believe it. It's all the more disappointing that tomorrow we have to pack up and head back to the dorm. Still, I've got one more day to spend here, and I'm going to make sure it's the best caper yet. I think everyone's had the same thought, actually. After Dominic made everyone breakfast, we all split up to sort of do our own thing. I've gotten a good breakfast and a good shower in. Now I just need to figure out what to do with my day. Of course, play the event. I walk out onto the deck and take a brief moment to watch over the waves. It's beautiful here. I can see why Professor Task bought it and why he wanted to keep it to himself. Where did everybody go today? I think Rakesh went to the garage. He's probably painting something in there he shouldn't be. Isabella probably went to fall asleep on the beach. Dominic went for a jog along the beach. He said he's been too lax this week. And I'm pretty sure Max took the van into town to get it gassed up for the return trip. I know that the last quarter of the year is coming up. I probably won't have another chance to get some good alone time with someone. If I don't make something happen now, nobody's going to have time to try to make it happen later. Well, of course, we are going to wait for Max to get back. Luckily, I remembered there being a small bench just outside of the garage. Every day has been gorgeous this week, and today is no exception. I grab a book and sit on the bench, reading in the warm afternoon sun. Only a few chapters later, I hear Max's van pull into our cul-de-sac. Max catches sight of me as I wave hello to him. He grins for a moment as he stops the car before getting out and coming to sit next to me on the beach. Just couldn't wait to see me again, huh? I chuckle as I playfully push at his shoulder. Don't flatter yourself, Buster! This week has been pretty incredible. It was almost worth being screwed with by that crazy professor. I still can't believe I didn't take the professor up on his offer. I really appreciate it. I mean, we got a B. That's pretty good. You carried me pretty hard. I appreciated the effort. I guess I just didn't want to betray that trust. Thanks, Max. You really can be sweet. Max grins at me, shrugging his shoulders. Don't let it get around. Ooh, Max reaches out an arm on the bench and puts it across my shoulders. I sigh happily and lean into him. I definitely think it was worth it, just for this. You'll get no argument from me. Seeing you running around in your swimsuit all week's been almost more than I could take. I giggle a little at his reaction. It took most of my courage just to wear this thing around you guys, but I was hoping you'd like it. Hope no more, gorgeous. You have definitely achieved your goal. Max makes a point of showily ogling my swimsuit-covered body. I laugh and push his face away. It's just one of the things I admire about you. Not your swimsuit. I mean that you're striking out. You're trying to break out of your comfort zone and really discover yourself. Not everyone has that courage. A lot of people are content to just live inside their own heads and never find out what life has. You're taking those first steps forward. I know a lot of guys would have tried to take advantage of a girl in your position. You're just lucky I'm a gentleman. Unfortunately for Max, I laugh even harder at that. Hey! I think if you manage to stay just above ravening a beast, you should take it as a compliment. How dare you? I can raven with the best of them. Take this! Max begins to playfully bite at my head and neck while I shriek with delight. Stop it! He, of course, doesn't stop. He keeps biting on my shoulders, holding out my arms, and biting down on them with tiny little nips. I hate to admit it, but it actually feels good. His hot breath traveling up my arms, his gentle nibbling on my soft skin. He works his way back up my arm, nibbling on my elbows for a moment before he makes his way up to my neck. When he gets there, I head him off. Turning towards him, I push him back down onto the bench and lie on top of him. Looks like I've got the upper hand now. Without further ado, I plant my lips firmly on his. I delight at the slightly surprised gasp that escapes his mouth. Max wraps his arms around me, pulling me firmly down on top of him. My tongue snakes out, licking his lips gently and slowly meeting his tongue. Our mouths seek each other out, each of us pushing against each other with a hungry need. I begin to rock back and forth, rubbing my body against Max's, a delight in the feeling of his toned chest rubbing firmly under my breasts. Finally, our lips part, as we both catch our breath. I run a hand through Max's spiked hair, smiling down at him. Isn't there a free room? I do believe there is. He pulls my head back down to his for a moment, kissing me hard on the lips. Shall we adjourn to the, boudoir, my paramour? How about I just follow you? I chuckle and slowly get off of Max, taking my time to feel the friction between us. I take Max by the hand, looking quickly inside to make sure nobody's in the living room. It's hard enough just being this bold for Max. I don't want to think about one of the others seeing us. Oh yes, behind you was definitely the right choice. I blush as we make our way to the unoccupied room, quickly closing the door behind us. Oh goodness. Right. Okay. Max turns me around, pulling me close for another kiss. My hands roam all over his back, even stooping down to his well-toned ass for a lingering grab. So nice. Max grins, wiggling his butt a bit for my roaming hands. Suddenly, without warning, he lifts me off the floor. I shriek a bit, clinging onto him desperately as he kisses and nuzzles my neck. For a moment, I worry about him dropping me, but the warmth of his kisses starts to match the rising warmth in my body. Luckily, after a moment up in the air, Max turns us toward the bed, putting me down on it. Now it's my turn to nibble as I lick at his earlobe while I pull at his shirt. Aren't you eager? No parents to overhear us here. I finally get the shirt over his head and pull him back down to me, even wrapping my legs around his hips. Our tongues meet again and explore for a bit before he starts to kiss his way down my neck. I let my head fall back, a small moan escaping my lips. Slowly, Max begins kissing down my body over my swimsuit, following the cleft of my breast and over my stomach, I let my legs relax as a gentle hand grasps the end of my swimsuit. 30 minutes later, we're snuggled together on top of sheets in complete disarray. Damn, Anne. Damn. I don't reply, just purr contentedly and snuggle closer into his chest. He runs a hand idly through my hair, smiling at me. My rock star stud. Though if you call me a groupie, you won't live to regret it. Max laughs as he strokes my hair. Duly noted. Though I do think you definitely qualified as my favorite fan. We both chuckle as we lay together for a while longer. The stat requirements for the final romance endings have changed. Remember to review them so you don't miss the final ending. Okay. So this is what I figured out, guys. Stats. Right here. All of it right here. So I need more creative and more reflective. So let's get on it. Okay, so reflective is fine. Creative. Creative. Reflective. Creative. Reflective. Let's sleep early there. And reflective. Actually, I should take a nap there. Okay, let's go. Week 17. Wednesday is what we're gonna have to do. Here we go. I know this bed is just a cheap single, but after a long day it feels fantastic. The last quarter has barely begun, and I'm already feeling blown out. I even made it home before everyone else. I pull my cell phone out to put it on the charger and notice a text from Max. We haven't had a chance to hang out much the last few days. It might be nice to go out tonight. Maybe I'll give Max a call. Yeah, of course we're gonna play this. I smile and call up the speed dial contact for Max. Hopefully we can at least catch a bite to eat together. Oh, hey, Anne, what's up? Just thinking about you. Want to go get something to eat? You got it, babe. Let's grab a bite in town. Great! A few hours later, our meal lays defeated before us. So, have you decided on what you want to study while you're here? I haven't thought about it much, Anne. I mean, I don't really care about a degree. Seriously, Max, how long do you think most bands struggle on the independent circuit before they really come into their own? I know you don't think you're going to be an overnight sensation. Yeah, I know it's a lot of work, but that's my point. I can't be doing that work while I'm also trying to get a degree. I guess that's the point. I just think that you can work on your band and your schoolwork, and as long as you're here, you can get a degree as well. It just opens a lot of opportunities. Plus, I'd be happy to help with your schoolwork. You better. Having you around is about the only reason I can think of to be happy about schoolwork. I grin at him as he slurps the last of his soda. Well, getting to spend some more time together isn't a bad thing either, though I don't want to pull you away from band practice. You should come watch us practice again sometime. I'd like that. We finish off the last of our drinks and head out. Max puts an arm around my shoulder as we head back home. We haven't really had much time for real dates. This was nice. Definitely. I can't wait for next time. Max smiles at me and we chuckle. Aww. Okay. So, I guess I have to finish through this week, huh? So now, last week is week 21. So, geez, Max, do you have this whole store memorized? Well, only the good bits. I have to know my competition. Someday, I'm going to be as big or bigger than most of the jerks lining these walls. Which is why I gotta study up. Make sure I'm not lifting my style from anyone. Wow, you really do have some dedication in you. I'm pretty sure I should be insulted. Uh, sorry? Oh gosh, I don't know. Let me overwrite this. There we go. Sorry. That did sound a little rude, didn't it? I guess I'm just not used to this with your performance at school. Yeah, well, this stuff is important. We're talking about my future here. I'm not going to be worried about a college degree when I'm on the road, you know? Fair enough. It's still not a bad idea to have one. At least then people will talk about your impressive music and your impressive college degree. I guess I never thought of it that way. Yes! Well, that certainly happened. That certainly happened. All right. Oh goodness. Hi. I'm not really sure what I want to do tonight. I should probably get some work done, but it's Saturday and I feel like taking a little time to myself. I respectfully request that you back off. With all due respect, please stay away from me. I turn for a moment, wondering if Rakesh is talking to me, but I don't think he is. He's got a notebook in one hand and he's tapping it with a pen in the other. He seems to be considering what he wants to write down. He looks up from his notebook and catches me looking at him. Ah, Anne, welcome home. I must tell my parents how I feel, if possible, without telling them how I feel. He looks at me as though I've got the answers hidden in my back pocket. I'm not sure what to tell him. Nope. I'd help, but I couldn't possibly hope to understand all the feelings you would need to put into a letter like that. I know you could do it, Rakesh. Do your best. Rakesh nods at me with a mixture of disappointment and bewilderment in his eyes. He turns and walks away upstairs. I can't help but feel like I've dodged a bullet here. I really don't want to get in the middle of Rakesh's family squabble. Yeah, no thank you. Okay, now let's look at our stats. Reflective is almost done. Creative, I need a little bit more of. Okay, let's take out a nap time. So that way we can get this done. Start. Because we still have a couple of weeks left. As I sit in my room, I find myself staring at the ceiling. It's been a good year so far. I've had a lot of fun, gotten used to college life. I've even gotten together with Max. But as I think about what I've done this year, I can't help but feel like I haven't really made a lot of progress on my greater goals. I mean, I came to college to get away from my surroundings, to get out of my comfort zone. I guess I've done that a bit. I feel like I've gotten more confident, but I still feel so shy. It kind of terrifies me, but I feel like I have to do something big, really get something going. Maybe, if I can, I could feel like I've truly left my old life behind, like I'm really ready to claim this new life I'm leading. No, we don't have to do this, so... No, I just don't think I've got it in me. I've been doing really well so far. I don't need to push myself too far. I think just staying with the people here at Latin House is crazy enough for me. True that. Oh gosh. I give a stretch after another long day of classes. I'm looking at the stairs, thinking how nice it's going to be back in my room. As I head up, I think about paying a visit to Max's room. It would certainly be a good way to relax for the evening. I head upstairs and drop all but a few of my books off, smiling to myself as I head back out into the hall. I knock on Max's door as I go over what I'll look into tonight. A moment later, he opens the door and smiles at me. Come on in, Anne. Wait, are you trying to get studying done in here? That is a clear tactical error, ma'am. I laugh as I playfully push at his shoulder. Seriously, there's very little chance of any of that studying happening. I laughingly shake my head as we go into his room. Luckily, we do manage to get some studying done. Aww. Okay, they are so cute. Come on, that one was easy. Aisle 4 is ironic Gaga cover bands. Aisle 2 is the sincere cover bands. Sorry, Max. I can't keep track of all these different bands and with all the different names. It's not that hard. Come on. What if I need a day off? You have to be able to help customers. Look, I'll show you. Throw out an album. I'll tell you where to find it. Okay, take my life for $3. Aisle 9. That's the cherry-eating grandpas, yeah? I made that name up. So did 90% of indie bands. Come on, give me another. Let's see. Training is dumb. Let's make out the back room. I don't know if you've heard that one. It's pretty exclusive. It's only really got one fan. Well, what kind of indie fan would I be to pass up a tiny intimate show with a little unknown band? I don't think that's out there. Let's go look for it in the back. Oh, goodness. Sounds good. Who's awesome? I'm awesome. Oh my god. That was awful. It's still early in the quarter. I'm not sure what to expect from Professor Merriweather. It should at least be entertaining. All right, if you're in this class, you've probably got the basics down. Which means it's time to start getting serious. Now, normally we do this sort of thing in a lab, but today is special for 2 reasons. Number 1, some brain genius decided to mix glycerin with NO4 in our labs, meaning there is now an opportunity for alternate environmental learning. Secondly, the morgue is full and my contact is on the cheap. But I am all out of time for this episode, guys, so if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below, and if you haven't already subscribed, by subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!